A fun fact, did you guys know that HOPE is an acronym? It stands for what the heart of this small group ministry is here at Crossroads. And I get the opportunity to share for a couple minutes about HOPE Group. And so I wanted to talk about the name of HOPE Group as a way of sharing the heart behind this ministry. HOPE Group is holistic. You've probably heard us use the terms family, disciple, missionary, servant while talking about HOPE Group. And we want to equip you in all four of those identities. We take an approach where instead of necessarily saying, go to this program to be discipled or go to this program to fellowship, HOPE Group wants to equip you in all four of those and are intentional about that. Another note about the holistic is we call it an all ages, all stages group. We have kids, retirees, students, full-time parents, grandparents, and people who drive to groups straight from work. All are welcome, and we believe that we need the different generations. We need the different genders, the different backgrounds, the different perspectives to learn from each other in the church and help us grow together. And the same applies to your spiritual age and stage. HOPE Group is a place for the spiritually young to build a strong foundation, a place for the spiritually mature to go deeper, even to practice leadership and whatever God is calling you to next. It's even a safe place to bring your not yet believing family, coworkers, and friends. So that's the idea behind holistic. It's an ongoing group, which just kind of refers to the time frame of HOPE Group. Crossroads has short-term ministries where you participate in a program for a period of time, and this is valuable. It helps you connect to longer-term discipleship, and it can give you a spiritual reset. HOPE Group takes the approach of an ongoing place you can belong in your discipleship. And because the group is ongoing, you can visit when you like. Come check it out. You can join with a welcome when God calls you into it. And if you need to step away, you can step away with a blessing when God calls you elsewhere. And this is because we know that being a follower of Christ is a long-term, lifelong journey. And that discipleship journey can be rewarding. We know it can be difficult. It does not have to be isolated. It doesn't have to be lonely. We want to be followers of Christ along with you. Purposeful. We're thoughtful, prayerful, highly intentional about what we're doing in HOPE Group. Each season, the group is asking God, how would you have us learn, serve, connect? And it's that the group's voice, hearing from God, that shapes what we do each season together. And it's purposeful in the sense that we know that God put his church on earth with a purpose. You have a purpose. And if life right now has you more or less isolated, maybe wrapped up in your own needs, the tasks, the worries, you're missing out on a calling of life in the church and life on mission, life in community. And HOPE Groups is one place that exists to help you shift from attending church to being the church. So we have a purpose. And equipping. Our Crossroads wants to equip people. And in HOPE Group, our goal is to equip the church, full of real-life, ordinary people, to speak hope, to live hope. And we really care about doing that well. So, for example, if you've heard of the 70-20-10 model, it's this core of the study of andragogy, which is the study of how an adult brain learns. And people have studied and observed that adults have gained about, on average, 70% of their knowledge from practice, from the things that they do. About 20% of their knowledge from interactive conversations, maybe coaching, feedback, talk conversations. And about 10% of what they currently know came from non-interactive contexts like watching or listening. We need all of those things. But within a small group setting, we're really able to take advantage of a small group context in that size to be able to do the learning by doing, and to kind of create a hands-on approach to spiritual equipping and spiritual growth. So that's Hope Group. That's holistic, it's ongoing, it's purposeful, and equipping. And if you're wondering, like, well, what does that look like? What does that look like in the day-to-day, what we're doing? I invite you to check it out. But some examples, like some snapshots. I've got some snapshots for you guys. Some snapshots of discipleship might look like the group sitting together and talking about how they want to grow in the next season. And maybe, for example, one season the group said we want to grow in reading the Bible. And so we read the book of James together in a way that focused on skills for being able to confidently read the Bible at home. As servants, here's a snapshot, maybe working on projects or ministries together, getting connected with Crossroads Ministries, but also I've just been seeing this group show up for each other with a servant heart, helping each other with home repairs and painting and car repairs, rides to church, meal trains, moving, the list goes on. So that's a snapshot of servant. A snapshot of missionaries. The group has really been digging into a gift of hospitality that God has blessed them with to connect with community, outreaches, events maybe, and even casual hangouts. And his family, I have a few snapshots there. I've seen the group sharing their stories with each other and listening well. I see them encouraging each other over a group text. I've seen them praying and weeping over sickness and brokenness and loss, and I see them celebrating birthdays and promotions and healings, birth, growth. I've seen them make mistakes and forgive one another. I've seen them sharing snacks and meals together. It just opening up their homes in this kind of radical, casual hospitality that says, you know, I don't mind the dog hair, and let's let's chat while we do dishes together at the end of the evening. So those are some snapshots of what that looks like in person. And if you're feeling that Holy Spirit tug to learn more about what this could be about, Colby and I are going to be here at the potluck, as well as some other members of Hope Group if you want to talk more about what Hope Group is like. And we meet on Tuesdays from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., and you're always invited to come join us. So thank you, guys.